Hi, my name's Erica Carver, and the book I chose is Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. Charlotte's Web is a classic children's novel about a pig named Wilbur and his friendship with a spider named Charlotte. The animal fable was first published in 1952 and was listed by Publishers Weekly as the top-selling children's book of all time in the year 2000. In the year 2006, the movie Charlotte's Web premiered, featuring young actress Dakota Fanning. Charlotte's Web explores the themes of friendship, loyalty, justice, nature, and the cycles of life and death. When 8-year-old Fern learns in the beginning of the novel that her father, John, intends to kill a baby piglet because it's a run of the litter, she begs him to spare his life. "But it's unfair," cried Fern. "The pig couldn't help being born small, could it? If I had been very small at birth, would you have killed me?" Mr. Arable smiled. "Certainly not," he said, looking down at his daughter with love. "But this is different. A little girl is one thing. A little runny pig is another." "I see no difference," replied Fern, still hanging on to the axe. "This is the most terrible case of injustice I've ever heard of." A queer look came over John Arable's face. He seemed almost ready to cry himself. "All right," he said. "You go back to the house, and I will bring the runt when I come in. I'll let you start it on a bottle like a baby, and you'll see what trouble a pig can be." So Fern names the pig Wilbur. She nurses him for several weeks on the bottle. She even takes him for walks in her doll stroller. Once Wilbur's old enough, Mr. Arable informs Fern she must sell the pig, and he suggests calling her uncle, Mr. Zuckerman, who has a farm up the road. So she sells Wilbur for $6 to her uncle, who allows Fern to come visit Wilbur anytime she likes. At Zuckerman's farm, Wilbur becomes lonely for friendship, but none of the farm animals will play with him. Eventually, a soothing voice comes to Wilbur, telling him that she'll be his friend. The next morning, Wilbur meets Charlotte, a large gray spider whose web stretches above the door to Wilbur's pig pen. Wilbur is at first horrified by the sight of this spider, but eventually the two become best friends. First, I love the characters in this book. You have innocent Wilbur, intelligent Charlotte, maturing Fern, sneaky Templeton the rat, and other members of the Barnyard family make me laugh and think every time I read this book. Secondly, I love the way the author details growing up and dealing with love and loss. He helps the reader find comfort in the fact that life changes as time moves forward. Finally, I love the ending. I felt like the book really comes full circle with a truly touching moment at the end of the book. When Wilbur learns from the old sheep that Mr. Zuckerman intends to kill Wilbur and eat him for Christmas dinner, he turns to Charlotte for help. Charlotte promises she will create a plan to save Wilbur's life. And after several days, an idea comes to her. She finally has a plan. It's a great plan, and she thinks it will really work. What is the plan, you ask? Well, you'll have to read the book in order to find out. I hope that you will take the time to read this book and to meet these lovable characters and live through the humorous, bittersweet, and touching moments of this classic story. You won't regret picking up Charlotte's Web by E.B. White.